Hello everyone, and welcome to the very first BioK Plus IGTV. My name is Desiree Nielsen. I'm a registered dietitian in Vancouver, Canada, with a focus on plant-based diets, anti-inflammatory nutrition, and of course, gut health. We are going to do way more of these in the future, so I wanted to get started on some of the most frequently asked questions about probiotics. The first FAQ is, what are probiotics anyways, and how are they different from fermented foods? Probiotics are defined as being live microorganisms that, when administered in adequate amounts, confer a health benefit on the host. And this is a really interesting definition because it is defined by having an evidence base to show these human benefits, which is really different than something like an omega-3 fatty acid, for example, which is defined by the chemical structure of the fatty acid. Instead, probiotics need to have research to show that they work. And what's more, you can't take research for one probiotic and extrapolate it to another because they're all completely different microorganisms. When it comes to fermented foods may have probiotics, but they may not be probiotic in and of themselves. And a classic example of this is yogurt. The bacteria that make yogurt are not defined probiotics. So if you go and buy a probiotic yogurt from the shelf, it's because after the yogurt is made, they sprinkle in a Health Canada approved probiotic into that yogurt. BioK Plus Fresh is not a yogurt. It's actually a 100% human strain probiotic fermented in a drinkable format. The next question that I get a lot is, why are probiotics important? Probiotics and your gut microbiome in general have a lot of different potential actions. One is that they can compete and fight off potentially harmful bacteria. They can produce vitamins in your digestive tract, such as vitamin K. They can also, through fermentation and the creation of short-chain fatty acids, reduce the pH of the gut that helps to deter the growth of potentially harmful bacteria, but can even help improve your absorption of things like calcium and iron. A big misconception that we get with probiotics is that you don't take probiotics to remake your intestinal flora. Instead, they support and reinforce your resident strains and help to make up for lost functions that might occur due to poor diet, stress, or any medications that you're on, which brings me to potential benefits. There are many potential benefits in the literature, but when we're talking about BioK Plus specifically, it's Health Canada approved for preventing antibiotic-associated diarrhea when taken alongside antibiotic regimes, as well as easing symptoms and improving quality of life in irritable bowel syndrome. We also hear all the time, when is the best time to take a probiotic? And the mark of a good probiotic is that you can take it anytime. So it's just like exercise. Whenever you're going to remember to do it is the best time to do it. In order to be able to take it at any time, probiotics need to be either live and active or encapsulated to ensure survival throughout the digestive tract. The Canadian BioK Plus products have an enteric coating that help give it pH resiliency as it passes through the stomach and the small intestine. And then the American version of BioK Plus has a delayed release technology. So the capsule doesn't open until it gets to just the right spot, and then the probiotics can do their work. That is all the FAQs we're going to do today. We would love to hear more from you. What are your questions about probiotics, using them, taking them, their role in health? There are a whole host of BioK products. We have both the Fresh, which is available in completely vegan and also dairy formats. And then we have different categories of capsules. So there's the Daily Care. These are the Canadian products, 12.5 billion, 25 billion. And then of course our new IBS Control, which is a 50 billion capsule. And then for all of our American friends, there are 3 different types of Daily Care. So 30 billion, our Daily Care Plus, which is a 50 billion, and then our extra care, which is an 80 billion. You can head to BioK Plus's website for more information on all our formulas.